Nice.
I just realized I didn't even give you a heads up.
That's all right. No.
Yeah, cool. Anyway, we'll keep that in for the start of the pod. That's why I just let people know that the podcast has started. Hello, and
Hey.
welcome to another episode of the undackable, the tax deductible gamer. I am your host, as always, Dan Dennis, and this week I am joined by, all the way down from New South Wales. You can't physically cross the border, but online there are no borders. It's Elliot Stewart.
Hey, thanks for having me. This is great.
It's good to have you, Elliot. It's so short notice as well.
That's all right. I'm not doing anything. This is sick.
Yeah. That's the good thing about all these lockdowns happening on the East Coast. If someone pulls out in Brisbane, I've got a smorgasbord to choose from south of the border.
My girlfriend and I had vague plans when I got this invite, and I was like, "Sorry, babe, I'm going on a gaming podcast. This is much more important."
Yeah, it's like, sure, we might need to use this only time we have to hang out, but
yeah,
there's a video game podcast on the line from
exactly. Yeah, I can come around after. You can wait.
Yeah, each episode only gets like 30 listens, so you know
that's fine. You're gonna get 31. She'll tune in to see what I was missing out on, and
yeah,
this is fine. I'm keen.
Yeah. So you're on lockdown at the moment, right?
I am. Yeah. Nice.
Are you in
Which
Sydney?
is fine.
It was in Newcastle.
I'm in Newcastle, which is like 2 hours above Sydney. Yeah.
Yeah. Real grunge band, Silverchair.
Silverchair. There we go. Yep.
Yeah, we got Silverchair.
Steel mills are here and a lot of coal, and it's great.
A really bad movie called Newcastle. That was filmed there as well. Couldn't come up with a better name for it. Just named it after the town.
Never seen it.
Never seen it? Well,
it's like
no good.
Never seen it. It's like filming a movie in Sydney. I mean, like, hey, you guys seen Sydney? This is something.
Yeah, don't they know if you film a movie in Sydney, you have to call it Mission Impossible 2? Like that's.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen that either. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Man.
I don't know.
It's fine.
I've put it off. I've never seen Mission Impossible. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why.
Okay. Well, I would say all of them except for 2 are really good, and number 2 is not good at all.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's this weird kind of fucking, how would you call it? I was about to call it feature piece, but like they brought in a director who had predominantly done martial arts movies. And
that's funny.
Yeah, so there's some classic martial arts tropes in it, but it's Tom Cruise Western action movie, and it just doesn't work. There's like a scene on motorbikes, which kind of feels like a Bruce Lee circling his enemy kind of situation. It's Anyway,
I won't watch it. I'll leave it.
Yeah, but anyway, video games, eh? What's
love them. Big fan.
Big fan.
Yeah, I got lots. Actually, I think I got a couple. Yeah, I got. I started too confident there. I was like, I got lots, and I was like, I don't think I do actually.
You have lots of video games. Were you a gamer from a young age?
Yeah, from a young age I was. Well, I think I started around 4-ish.
Nice.
My first console would have been either a PS2 or a Nintendo DS, like the original kind of one.
I reckon you're the latest. Wait, were you 4 when the PS2 or the DS came out? Is that what you're saying?
Like, I was born in 2000, so I don't know when.
Oh my god, I completely forgot how much younger you are than me.
Yeah, I don't know.
But even then, it's not that much younger because I'm 95, so it's only 5 years difference.
So when did PS2 come out? Let's have a look. PS2 release.
So 2003?
2000. It was 2000 apparently.
Oh wow.
Well, it came to Australia in 2000. Yeah, right. Yeah. So that would have been a couple years.
Oh, you know what it was? Was it the PS2 Slim?
Oh yes. Okay. See, I have both.
Yep,
I started with the Slim, but then someo's kid died, and I got the chunky one. So I don't know. It's like a hand me. I don't know what happened there, but wow. I got 2.
Yeah. I don't think you just got one. I don't think it's a hand me down. I think they left it to you in their will. Like I think that's a last will and testament situation.
That's legitimately what I think's happened. It was nuts. I just came with a bunch of games. I was like, all right, cool, that's fine with me. I'll take that.
You have to take this second PS2, which is worse in every way of your current PS2. But
yes, exactly.
You got all these sick games.
Well, that's the thing. I think when I play I don't know where the Slim one is anymore, so I only use the fat one when I play PS2 games.
Yeah.
Which is rare, but usually on my birthday. We play with you ever play the Buzz games? You ever play those?
Yeah, the trivia
like
games.
They had the trivia games, but they also had the kids games where it was like kind of like it's basically Mario Party, but like with monkeys and robots and shit. It was really horrific, but it's one of the best games of all time, I reckon. They're really fun. And played like Guitar Hero 3 as well on the PS2, which is the best Guitar Hero. For anyone listening, you can't debate me.
I would go World Tour. I think World Tour is more fun than 3.
I had that one too, and that was good. Are we counting just the guitar part of World Tour, or are we counting the whole band setup?
Yeah, I'm talking about the whole experience. Yeah, I think World Tour had a better all-round experience, but
that's true.
Never be the singer.
Solo, that was hard to get right. Like SingStar was way better than whatever Guitar Hero had going on.
Yeah, SingStar knew what they were doing, but the drum section in Guitar Hero was sick.
It was lit, absolutely. Yeah, it was like it was a whole kit. It was amazing.
Well, that was it. It was if you played on, was it Expert? Was that the highest difficulty?
Yeah.
It was the actual drum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the actual drum line.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so like we had World Tour and Metallica and something else. And it was the Metallica one was nuts playing drums. If you were like, let's have a go. And they're like, they have a double kick and this is only a single kick.
Well, all the Metallica songs in Guitar Hero games were like, anything on Expert is like hard.
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, bloody hell. The actual drum, that's nuts.
Yeah. So DS, the DS was your other game?
Yeah, I don't remember what, like, I remember, I remember like bringing the DS to school. Yeah, I had Nintendogs. I remember obviously like Mario Kart was great. Mario Kart was one of the best DS games because you didn't have to have the other game ship to play. You could invite your friends and they could play without their own game.
That's
you could play you could play multiplayer, but with people who didn't have the game. It was sick.
They just needed a DS.
They just needed a DS. And so like on like the last day of school, everyone would bring their DSs and everyone would play like 8-player Mario Kart, and it was lit.
Oh man, that rocks. That's better than like in our school as part of like we had these fundraising days twice a year. And one of them was just they turned the 3 PC labs into like a LAN party. And it'd just be Quake 3 Arena.
Yeah, great.
It was so good.
I took like it was supposed to be like an IT kind of course in years like 9 and 10 when I was in high school. And the teacher was just like, he was like 80 and like didn't know what the fuck was going on. So everyone just played Halo multiplayer all the time. And it was the best. Yeah. It was so good.
Did you do the cube screens?
What's that?
It was like a desktop app that you could run and it would essentially give you 8 different desktops. And you could play Halo on one of the desktops, and if the teacher was coming around, you could just swap the screen, and you'd and look like you were working.
That's cool. See, I just Alt Tab if you ever use that.
Alt Tab. Okay. Yeah, let's just say our IT teachers were younger than 80, and Alt Tab only gets you so far.
Yeah, no, it's fine. That entire class that was nuts. Everyone just played Halo and Counter-Strike as well.
Yeah.
A bit of Minecraft, but yeah.
Yeah.
Halo was the big one.
Counter-Strike was
and another thing with the Halo is that other classes got wind of it as well, and we'd be playing Halo like in IT, and then someone in like the other side of the school would like jump into the game. And we'd come back at lunch and be like, "Oh, is that you? That's awesome." It was great. It was a great time.
Fucking hell. That's okay. That's better. That's
the whole school was on the same network, so everyone would join in different classes if they had computer time. It was lit, and because Halo, it was like Halo, like the original, like number 1. So it was like a great game, but like any computer can basically run it now. So it's like,
it's such a simple game. Well, that was like so we got because we were in then Prime Minister's Kevin Rudd's catchment at the time, so we were one of the trial schools for every child shall have a laptop. And they were good for education in some ways, bad in others, because everyone pretty much as soon as they got it just installed Rugby 08 and Need for Speed Underground.
That's funny.
And Counter-Strike as well. And it was just
good. Mayhem.
Just being class. And like I remember there was one class where a teacher everyone else was being rowdy and me and my mate were just at the back playing Underground. and she got really annoyed at the rest of the class. She's like, why can't you be like Josh and Dan? They're up the back working diligently on their assignment. And I'm like,
yeah.
like, yeah, this drag
back
race.
To work,
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
But yeah, no, DS and PS2, that's pretty, because everyone else has been on so far has been like, I think my first console was like a SNES or a 64.
Right.
And man, you've flown right past them.
Yeah,
most up to date.
I've only downloaded emulators to play those, so.
Oh yeah.
Nothing cool.
Did you so you had the PS2, did you then just go PS3, PS4, or did you have 360? Did you dabble in the Microsoft?
I went from PS2 to 360.
Yep, nice. Yeah, good choice.
Then I had an Xbox One for a while, and then I got a PS4, and my brother plays Xbox, I play PS4.
Yeah, okay.
I'd love to get I'm keen to see what the
5's fucking great. It's a good little console. Yeah, I got it. It's really good.
Is it? So it's actually like it's worth getting, you reckon?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's one of those. It depends on what your financial. You don't have to divulge if your financial situation. But like, I think at the moment,
if you can get it, then get it.
Oh no, I was gonna say if you can get it, if you could get only one of the next gen, I'd go the Xbox over the PS5.
Okay.
Simply because you get Game Pass with Xbox.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's such a good deal. And the
PS5
is that
like cross platform? Is that like a thing?
Yeah. So Game Pass is Xbox and PC.
Oh, goddamn. That's lit.
Yeah. And so you just get a whole bunch of games. So all Microsoft-owned games are day one on Game Pass. EA has fast-tracked on Game Pass. Okay. And a whole bunch of indies. And like, yeah, I'd probably only recommend the PS5 at this stage if you were like me and didn't have a PS4. So you just have a couple of generations of PlayStation games to catch up on.
Yeah, okay.
Which is what mine main is. But yeah. Xbox Game Pass is a fucking steal, brother.
Yeah.
Get around it.
Oh, that sounds great.
Halo Infinite. So you and your brother, so it was the two of you. Did you guys play a lot of multiplayer games growing up?
We played a bit of FIFA growing up. Yeah, we played a lot of FIFA on like the Xbox 360, and that was a good time. In terms, and like Lego Star Wars on the PS2. And
Yep.
Yeah, like the original one and then number 2, and then Complete Saga came out, so you could play them all.
Yeah.
They're remaking that for next gen stuff, so I'm so keen to see where that goes.
Yeah, that is such a weird
500
game.
players or something like that.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
It's a weird game that went from this is coming out in April to it's just been pushed indefinitely.
Been delayed a lot. Well, I saw some gameplay. It has like a bunch of new mechanics, like first person kind of sword fighting and
great.
blasters with scopes and stuff, instead of like the usual third person kind of vibes that they do.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which is fine.
So
I haven't played many Lego games since I started including voice actors. Like when I played them, it was just kind of like and it was just kind of funny.
Yeah.
But now there's like people doing them. It's great. All right.
I played Force Awakens, and that had voice acting, but that was just weird.
Okay.
Also because they dedicated an entire game to just one movie, you're like, this is too much. And like,
yeah, see, that seems excessive.
And I think they drew on like some levels, I think, which just came from the novelization. And you're like,
that's funny.
I don't need to know this at all, guys.
Right.
And then the only other ones I played is the Marvel ones, the Marvel superheroes. They're pretty fun.
Yeah, great. Yeah, see, on PS2, I had like all the original, I had Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Batman, that kind of stuff, and it was amazing. Like the best, one of the best, because you could just join him. It wasn't even split screen. I think it was
drop in, drop out.
No, it wasn't even split screen. It was kind of like just the same screen multiplayer. Hell yeah!
Pick up the controller, press start, and then as soon as another player joins in, the camera angle just decides to go to shit.
Yep, it just flips out.
Yeah, it's like, it's
amazing.
No, we don't know who to focus on.
Exactly, but you didn't know any better back then. It was just kind of like, this is all we got. This is great. There's nothing to compare it to.
Yeah, that was. So, did you guys play any like co-op besides Lego Star Wars? Any like shooters or something? Co-op campaigns, like because my brother and I played a lot of shooters together growing up, which was fun.
I think I might have been. I think my parents were like too strict. Maybe like I might have been too young to play like shooters. I think the first shooter I had was like Black Ops 1. It might have been. Like I miss like Modern Warfare 2 and all those kind of original good ones. I keep hearing about. I missed all those. So I think I started on Black Ops 1.
Wow.
And with that came zombies, which was great. So that was fun. But
I think Black Ops 1 was that 2012.
It would have been. So yeah, I would have been just
Yeah.
old enough to like start playing like actual cool games.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Black
2012,
Ops.
my main experience with Black Ops 1 was schoolies. And just
Yeah, okay, great.
someone bought a PlayStation to the schoolies.
Good.
To schoolies apartment, and was just playing zombies and like take a shot every time you die. And I'm like, I don't want to do this.
The zombies in that one was like hard compared to the new ones. Yeah, I don't know.
But it was like, there was a couple of us. We had a couple of apartments. It was essentially we booked just a little bit further down from like Cavill Ave. Like you've been to the Gold Coast. Yeah. Just a little bit down from the main strip. And we'd booked out essentially like 6 apartments in this apartment building that had maybe 14 apartments. So we were close to half the building. And it was just it was a lot of fun. But anyway, I'm not quite sure why I decided to tell a schooling story on this.
That's a cool gaming story. That's lit.
It was just, we had consoles in the apartments. We got drunk, played Halo, went up the beach. We freaking partied, okay? Don't you think that we were just being...
And also
we were being
chads.
Zombies. Yeah, we were also chadding it up, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, good. More of that.
More chats. More chats. That's what the world needs. People who believe in that weird stuff. Okay, well, I think that's a good little representation of who you are, Mr. Elliot Stewart. I'm gonna do the news. Once again, folks, this is being recorded over Zoom, as you might be able to tell, because Elliot said he's in Newcastle and I'm in Brisbane. Or if you didn't know that, you now know that, which means I'm going to have to come up with a news jingle once again. So, there we go. It's news. Okay, cool. You know what I should probably do? I just realized this. What I should do is just take the news jingle from a different episode and just splice it in, which is
I reckon make a new one up every time. That sounds great.
I'll see what I feel like doing. I think I'm just going to splice one in. But anyway, no, it's news. Couple of big news items this week. The first one was the Back for Blood beta, open beta, so everyone got to play it, not just people who pre-ordered it. I installed it, and I was far too hungover this weekend on both Saturday and Sunday to play the game. Not because I have a drinking problem, but because I went to 2 social events 2 nights in a row, and I was just in no state to play a fast action zombie game. Do you know much about Back for Blood?
I do not. Tell me all.
So it's just essentially Left 4 Dead 3, same development team.
Oh, okay.
Coming to Microsoft, coming to Game Pass, Xbox and PlayStation, updated 4-person zombie shooter. Does it have
like parkour kind of vibes, or is it stepping away from that?
I think this.
Wait, I'm thinking of the Dying Light. Yeah, sorry, dude. Left 4 Dead.
Fool.
No, we're on the same page now. Yep.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead's the one. I think Capcom published it.
Yep. Yeah, it was on Steam. It was like $4.
It's a good game. Great game, actually.
Yeah.
And there's some more. I know in this one there's some more card mechanics in it to select your perks and power up your player. And also there's meant to be a very fun multiplayer game mode where it's 2 teams of 4 who are versing each other. And the first time you either play as the zombie or the human, and then once one team eradicates all the other team, you switch positions. So you then come back. Yeah. So that's meant to be a lot of fun. But just like every game launch, this one comes with controversy, which was this time it came in the form of they had done like randomized AI generated growling noises for the zombies. So it was meant to be like, oh, this is so authentic because they're mindless. You'll never be able to figure out what they're going to say next. It's always going to be new sounds. Except for there was a glitch where a bunch of zombies just sounded like they were using a certain slur.
That's pretty funny.
that I can't say. It starts with N. You can look up footage.
Amazing.
You can look up footage. It 100% sounds like it.
That's gold.
Yeah, and it's so bad. And then like they issued an apology. They're like, hey, this was by no means intentional. We did not want this to ever happen in our game. which is funny. Which is so funny that like, hey, just so you all know, we didn't want this to happen, but it has. Yeah, they just apologized. Like, no, this is bad. We're gonna fix this. This game will not be launching with that as a possibility to occur. So I reckon you're just going to see a bunch of doctored videos.
Good.
I reckon there'll be a bunch of doctored videos when it launches, and it's like, hey, my game's still saying this.
That's so they were like randomly generated noises, and that's just happened.
Yeah, it's just happened. Great. It was like and like a player. I think it's what they promised for the voices of the zombies in the game is what No Man's Sky originally promised for the randomized generation of the universe. Yep. And in both instances, they've completely fucked it up because it turns out it's not that random, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Damn, I got that game on release day, No Man's Sky. I feel about it. That's like 5 years old now.
Yeah, and everyone's like, it's so good.
I've heard good things now, but I don't know.
Yeah, do you have like 200 gigabytes worth of space to update it?
No, it's all taken up by Call of Duty Warzone, taking up 350 gigs.
Oh yeah, I uninstalled Warzone from my PS5.
Yeah,
because I was just playing the campaign.
Too big.
I was just playing the campaign, and I think I'm just going to uninstall the campaign because I got Ghost of Tsushima this week.
Oh, dude, I got that too. I played a little bit. I was really enjoying it.
Yeah. I haven't played any of it yet, so I'm going in on the director's cut.
Good. Oh, hell yeah, that'd be lit.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a lot of fun this weekend. And let's just say, if you know me, if you're listening to this and you know me, plans may get cancelled. Just kidding. But
they're already cancelled. Oh, wait, you guys aren't lockdown.
No, we're not on lockdown. Shit. Queensland's free.
Oh,
it's like us in WA at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe South Australia. Maybe Tasmania. Just goes to show.
That sounds right.
Just goes to show nobody cares about South Australia and Tasmania. Except I do if they listen. Another big bit of news this week. It actually has a little bit to what you were just saying just earlier. Nintendo has ordered a ROM site to destroy all its games or else. So ROM Universe has to comply by August 17. Oh my God, I've actually just clicked on the article to read into it a bit more. Nintendo wasn't done after suing the site for $2.1 million. In new court docs, a judge has ordered the owner of the site to destroy all of their Nintendo ROMs or face legal consequences.
Oh, so it was like a ROM site and Nintendo's cracking down?
Yeah, Nintendo successfully sued them for like stolen damages or lost profits or whatever. And it also turns out they have to destroy every single Nintendo ROM. Otherwise, there'll be further...
like off people that have already downloaded or just off their website?
I guess it's just off the website.
Yeah, okay. God damn. Who cares? I guess because they're bringing them back, maybe like they're making them available.
Okay.
From the old game.
This is the sick part. So Nintendo won that lawsuit in May and was awarded $2.1 million in damages, which will be paid by ROM Universe owner Matthew Storman in $50 monthly payments.
Yes. That's funny.
That's too.
Good luck getting any money out of it. That's how much is out of the year for, let's have a look. What's 50 times 12? 5 times 12? 6.
It's going to take
$600 a year.
42,000 months to do it. So divide by 12 is 3,500 years to pay it off.
Fuck them.
That's
good.
That's the best. They're just like, just $50 monthly payments to pay off. So there's never going to pay it off.
Yeah, sorry, I can't afford $2 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, goddamn. That's rough.
And even that's like a phone bill a month.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just to get sued by Nintendo and to get away with $50 a month is pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, how much was that a year? 50. Okay, so $100 times 6. So $600 a year.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just buying a new Nintendo Switch every year.
Yeah, that's true.
The rest of your life.
Yeah.
But no, so if you have any, I guess not that I would ever encourage stealing things or torrenting them illegally or owning a ROM of the Nintendo Corporation. I would never suggest anyone to do that.
Just buy their games and make them tax deductible with a podcast.
Yeah, that's a smart way to do things. Nintendo can't. This is officially a tax haven. This is the first online tax haven.
Nintendo, I hope you're listening. I have pirated many of your games. Come get me.
Oh, which one specifically?
Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Emeralds. I think that's it.
That's a lot.
And I think some of the Super Mario games.
Oh, that's good. All the early ones.
Yeah, just all of the ones on like the Game Boys.
Oh yeah, gotta be careful of those ones. They're hard to get. Because Nintendo,
really? Yeah, exactly.
Nintendo hates making their games accessible by putting them on the virtual console.
Exactly. Let me catch them all.
Yeah. That's why I have like 3 generations of portable consoles and like charging cables that I need to keep track of. God damn it. What was the other bit of news? Whilst I remember it, there is something. This could be fun. This could be a fun bit of news for you and I. So tomorrow on Wednesday or maybe Thursday morning, they're doing a Nintendo Direct for Pokemon games, for the next Pokemon games, the Diamond and Pearl remakes and the Acreus, like Pokemon Legends Acreus or something.
I didn't know they were making those. That's awesome.
Did you not know that? Okay, well, yeah, they're coming out in a couple of months.
Lit.
Yeah. What big changes do you think they're going to announce to those games? Make some predictions.
The graphics.
Yeah, we've seen the graphics.
They're okay.
Well, yeah, they're sticking with isometric instead of going full 3D.
Okay.
Which is strange, but oh well.
I don't know. What changes are they making? Is there something that I'm missing?
I don't know. It was could have been something fun. Just like, maybe it's your dad that's still around, not your mum.
That'd be funny. I don't know. Yeah. I haven't played this game so. That was the first Pokemon game I ever got. Was Pokemon Pearl.
Oh really? Okay, and that was the one that I tapped out on.
Okay.
Until X and Y, and then
I didn't get it. Like I was just like kind of fucking around and leveling up the bird that you get, like one of the shitty birds at the start.
Oh, okay.
Like I just leveled up like all the way to like level 30, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know.
Did you not go through the gyms?
See, I didn't know any of that. Like I was like 8. I never played any of the Pokemon games or anything like that.
Did you?
I was just.
You were just unaware of how to play a Pokemon game.
I was literally, yes. I was just running around in bushes and then just fighting things, and that was it.
That is so funny.
No sense of direction. Absolutely no idea of the story or the classes even. I was just fucking around.
So yeah, okay. So you bought. I'm sorry. This is bad. You never saw the show. You
never saw the show. I had Pokemon cards, but I didn't know how to play the game either. Like I was just. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
Pokemon, I don't know what it does.
That's just
kill.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, theoretically, a person could receive a Pokemon game without knowing what to do. And I was just thinking, it was like, yeah, they're not. They kind of tell you where to go, but not really.
Yeah, it's just kind of heading this direction, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't
know. Okay, so, do you reckon you'll pick up the remake so you can just raise the bird Pokemon to 30 and
that'd be funny to actually see like where I got up to, like try to recollect where like what I was doing.
Do you still have the DS?
I assume it's lying around. I had the original DS and then I got a DSi, which is one that had a camera.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't get the 3DS XL.
No, my friend had it and I was like, this is cool. But...
yeah, that's the one I got. I got the 3DS XL. It was pretty cool. Got that for Y, then Moon.
That was pretty good tech, the 3DS.
Like, yeah, it's surprising. It's like...
it looked good from memory. looking back, it's probably really bad. But from memory, it was great.
No, it's not. It's pretty good. Like, it's not that much worse than the Switch.
Okay, interesting.
I say that. I'm just going to Google Mario Kart 7 images.
Okay.
This is really annoying me that also I can't remember. There's another bit of news, and it's a big bit of news. Oh, actually, no, it is pretty bad.
Holy shit. That does look bad.
Yeah.
I want to look up Mario Kart DS. How does that look? I remember that looked even worse. Oh, dude, look at Mario Kart DS gameplay. That's nuts. That was like peak graphics for me.
Oh, God. It's almost...
Yeah, that looks way worse than I remember.
Damn. Well, I mean, that's the same with every game. Like, you remember it being really good when you... Looking really good when you were young. And then, like, you look at it.
Yeah.
Right.
God damn. Thank God it's gotten better.
What was this last bit of news? Oh, well.
Damn.
Is it GameSpot or Games Radar?
I've just Googled gaming news to try and trigger some memories, but
that's good.
Call of Duty Vanguard?
Yeah, that's been announced. The announcement for the announcement has occurred, I guess.
Good. Yeah, love that. Bit of hype in quotation marks.
Yeah, that was it. Last of Us 2 is getting a battle royale mode.
Ugh, really?
Yeah.
I love The Last of Us 2, but
it's not getting a battle royale mode, but it may have been in the works because an unearthed multiplayer file was discovered.
Maybe it'll be fun. Actually, The Last of Us 2 had very good shooting gameplay and that kind of stuff.
I haven't played the Last of Us games. And that's why I got the PS5, so I can play through them, which I haven't done yet.
They are pristine. They're great.
Yeah. I've been playing God of War.
Good.
I think I'm about halfway through that, and I just put it down for a bit. But yeah. I have just discovered a game called Boyfriend Dungeon. Updating content warning following backlash.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, this is the dating sim dungeon crawler. Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
So you're like dating your sword, essentially.
Alright.
And essentially it says there's a content warning letting players know that they'll cover some darker topics, but it doesn't tell players exactly what is in store for them later on in the game. And blowback has occurred. Some thought immense sensitive topics mentioned might be background details or avoidable in some way, given the lighthearted tone within marketing materials leading up to release. In reality, the themes are a big part of the story within the game, which has led to some discord within the fandom. Similar to oh my God, where is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not going to mention that. I'm not going to cut it out, but you can look it up if you want. Turns out Boyfriend Dungeon may not be the fun-loving game that it was first marketed as, where you could crawl through a dungeon and date your sword, which did sound fun. But yeah. Anyway, that's been the news for the week. Big episode of news, bumper episode of news. We discussed everything from 3DSs, but Elliot Stewart, I've invited you on here today to discuss video games, and I won't hold you up any further. What game would you like to talk about?
I would like to talk about Old School RuneScape.
Oh yeah. Now this is another game from my school days. I first came across it. Someone logged in at school, showed me how to play.
It's the best. So this is the version of the game. So there's the game that we played back then, and it's been updated constantly for the past 20 years, and it's a completely different game now, which is cool. Yeah. But then about 5 years ago, the devs were like, "Hey, how about we bring it back to the way it was in 2007?" And so it's just the game of RuneScape as it was in 2007. And I think the player base is bigger than it was. It's bigger than the current game, which is very funny, I think.
So what's the difference? What's the difference with the current game? How?
Dude, the graphics are completely different. Like the new one has like a completely like it's completely updated and looks pretty new.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the skills have changed. There's a lot more things like in the new one that I don't know. It's very different. But the old one is just exactly how it was in 2007, and it's amazing. It's a lot. It's very nostalgia based, and I think it has like I don't know how many monthly players it has. I think it has lots like monthly OSRS players. I don't know how to check, guys. Sorry to hold everyone up. 2.4 mil per month. That's nuts.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's got a huge player base. And it's fun. It's like it's updated a little bit, like they add more quests and different games and stuff like that, but it's good.
Still tutorial
exactly
islands.
How I remember. Still tutorial islands.
Get a bit of mithril.
Get a bit of mithril, a bit of cook's assistant quests.
Yeah.
Run around, get some eggs and some milk and that kind of stuff. But it's just that. It's great. I love it. I play it. Hopefully my work's not listening, but I play it all the day at work, and it's great. It's very. You look away and then nothing happens. It's completely boring. It's a very boring game, but I love it to bits.
Is it? Yeah. Has it like spawned a love of other online games? Like, because I remember there was RuneScape, and then there was MapleStory, and then there was FlyFF, Guild Wars, and it was like a whole competition on who can do the best World of Warcraft killer. Turns out no one can, really.
Yeah, exactly. See, WoW's still going strong. Actually, WoW's pretty much... Is that dead at the moment because of some... I heard... soul allegations against Blizzard or some shit?
Yeah, I reckon they've probably lost a few players, but I also reckon the built-in player base are the type of people who probably are too busy playing the game to notice the news.
Yeah, I couldn't see the WoW fan base being like that. That's where I draw the line. Actually, this is I don't know. Yeah, RuneScape's the best. I don't know. It's so simple. You just kind of click on a tree and your guy cuts it down, and then you have logs, and then you go up levels in woodcutting. It's so dumb and boring and amazing. I love it. It's so simple.
It's so interesting hearing someone describe it as a boring and simple game in 2020.
It is a boring and simple.
And I remember how difficult it was in 2005, and I wasn't good at it, and I was constantly chasing around, trying to understand it, getting killed in the Wildy.
Yeah, exactly. It's a sense of wonder and confusion, and there's so much. I'm constantly learning new things. It's a humongous game. The map is so big. I don't know how they did this game back in 2007, because it's humongous, and there's so many little quests and dialogue, and you can anything in the game you can just examine, and it just has like almost like a little funny joke about it. Like it's random. I don't know. I don't know how to sell this game to anyone, but I don't think you could rope anyone who hasn't played this game in their childhood back into playing. You had to have played it as a kid to play it now, I think. I don't know.
That's it. I reckon you could potentially have a similar player base of younger people in how pixel art games have taken off.
That's true. Yeah.
Because the mechanics aren't that difficult. So if like someone's like,
nah.
Like, I reckon you could show it if you were like a parent and you had a child or two, and you're like, well, you guys like video games on the iPad. Yeah. Well, back in my day, I mean, you can play RuneScape on the iPad, can't you? There's an iOS app.
Exactly. There's an iOS app now, so that's cool.
Man, this is great. Like, because I remember it took us forever to convince our dad to let us have a RuneScape. No, not even a paid membership, just to have an account.
That's funny.
Because this was 2005. And at the time we thought he was being dumb, but eggs really ended up on our face. He worked in IT, and he was very strict on like data permissions.
That's
and all that stuff. So like he used to read through all the contracts and stuff that you'd be ticking off on. And he was like, no, like you can't have this. Like, you're giving up too much information to this company.
That's just really interesting.
Yeah. And some permission. But I think it was one of those situations where you'd only be giving them a bunch of information if you were paying for an account, because that's where you put in all the information.
Yeah.
Because like it's just, I'd be giving them my email.
Yeah,
and
and
date of
even then,
birth.
what are they going to do with just? Man, I work in like a call center, and sometimes people call up and I have to ask for their email.
Yeah.
And it's just like something they've clearly made when they were like 7. It's just
yeah.
Jessica Fly Girl 1963, and it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm currently having issues on my Facebook account because I need to change some stuff for because part of my job includes like social media marketing, and so I need to change some stuff with the email address associated with my ad manager account, and currently I'm trying to get it switched over to my current email address. That isn't like tied to work or anything, because my Facebook account was set up with the email gorillas spelled with a Z _love_bananas@hotmail.com.
That's hilarious.
And I don't want to tell a media buying company.
Yeah, no, that's embarrassing.
But also I don't have access to that inbox anymore. So
right. Okay.
But yeah, so I'm trying to remember with RuneScape, do you pick a different what do you call it? Specialty?
Nah, see, there's no classes. You can do whatever you want.
Oh my god!
There's no restrictions to if you wanna. You can do magic one day and then just be like, fuck, I want to hit something with a sword, or you don't have to fight anything at all. You can just cut down trees or fish or farm. That's great.
Okay. So what you're describing is Animal Crossing. The latter half.
Yes.
You keep on bringing up. You're like,
I
just
guess
go and
it
I
has
play.
Similar qualities. I fish and I cut down trees. Yeah, exactly.
It's really nice. Nothing happens. You can play it all day at work. You can just leave it.
That's true. Yeah, I guess it's almost like I guess it's got like a medieval vibe to it, but I don't know. Well, I guess the whole idea of one of my favorite things about RuneScape is that in the world of RuneScape, you're like no one in terms of the story. That you're not like an important person or like a queen or you're just a guy who walks to the table and goes, "Hey, I'm an adventurer, baby. Can I do something for you?" And they're like, "Yeah, go get me some eggs, bitch." And you're like, "All right, cool." And then eventually you work your way up almost to. I did a quest the other day where it was called Regicide, and I had to assassinate some king. But then I did another quest where it was called Cold War, and it was like penguins who were plotting to take over the world. So I had to make like a penguin suit and learn how to speak penguin. And then stop the figure out what their plans are.
You know what I reckon that was? I reckon that mission was was a result of Club Penguin taking players away from RuneScape.
Club Penguin was the best. That was one of the first computer games I ever played. That was like amazing.
It was so much fun.
And then I grew up. I went from Club Penguin to RuneScape. I had to like swap over my membership. I had to like convince my parents to be like, "Mom, I know I've got Club Penguin membership, but I want to play RuneScape now." And she was like, "All right."
And your parents were like, "Hey, can you play RuneScape for free?"
Yeah, it took a while. It took a while to convince them to get RuneScape. Hey, well, actually, I think one of the biggest sellers in terms of RuneScape was that my mum would play with me when I was like 7. And I'd go to school and she'd play during the day because she was just a stay-at-home mom, and she'd be like, "Yeah, I'll cut down trees while you're gone." Sure,
that great. Rocks. That's so good.
It was lit. I'd come home and I'll have like heaps of wood, and I'd be like, "Just thank you, cool." And she'd make friends. She was just like reminisces about friends she made when she was playing RuneScape back in like 2007.
That's like, so funny.
I ran into someone called Ricky's mom, like 10 years ago. Like 10 years later, she's like, "I still think about Ricky's mom, like all the time."
Jesus Christ! Friends. Just a bunch of stay-at-home moms.
Just playing exactly.
Just moms or just parents in general. A bunch of stay-at-home parents just like leveling up their kids' RuneScape character. Make sure they have the best profile possible. Yeah, we just want Elliot to do well. We just want Elliot to do well.
I will pass her on the couch, and I'm like, she'll be like, she'll like on her phone playing like Candy Crush or something like that. And I'm like, "You should play RuneScape." She's like, "Oh no, I'm not. I don't play games. I don't want to waste my time." I'm like, "What are you doing now? Like, this is completely the same thing." I don't know.
No, Mom, you should play RuneScape. I need some stuff. I need some stuff, Mom. I need you to
log in as me.
Get away, stop mining. Did you ever pay for an account that had been leveled up?
No, I never. I was too scared.
Yeah.
I was in primary school once, and then a kid let me give him my login, so he'd like help me out a little bit. And then my mum found out, and she like told on him, and he got in a bunch of trouble or something. I remember like feeling bad, but I was like, "That's pretty funny."
Yeah.
I don't know. Getting a kid in trouble for logging in as your kid.
I had a mate who that was his job throughout uni. Just
just leveling up accounts.
Yeah, just leveling up accounts. Just absolutely smashed it and ended up buying a car, I think.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
In saying that, actually, you'll find this interesting. There is a whole part of the Venezuelan population that plays RuneScape to get gold in the game and then sell it for real money. And there was a time where the RuneScape servers went down, and you could see like an actual dip in the Venezuelan like dollar because of how much it relied on the RuneScape. Yeah, how nuts is that?
That's amazing.
So these Venezuelans are like playing the game, like making gold and then selling it for like real dollars. And then the game went down for like a couple of hours, and you can see like the decrease in the dollar. It's nuts. Yeah,
I love that. You know, and people say video games aren't unimportant. You know?
No, exactly. But providing for families.
They change the world.
Yeah.
I know. That's so I guess judging by the fact that you were asking me beforehand, how's this podcast work? I'm assuming you haven't listened to an episode, correct, Mundo?
I have not yet. No, okay. I should have done some research.
That's okay. It's okay. I only gave you like a couple of hours notice, so that's fine. And you were busy working, not playing RuneScape today.
That's true.
So the review system, because the review system was born from the fact that after the first episode, a lot of my friends said, "Hey man, you could go to jail for this." Is RuneScape worth going to jail for?
Yes.
Yes. You do it, you go to jail.
You'd
falsely claim it on your tax.
I reckon it'd be worth. You can only pay for like a membership, I guess. So I'd go to jail for a week to keep playing RuneScape forever.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's a good thing.
I don't know how long can you go to jail for this kind of
I have no idea. This is a hypothetical situation, Elliot.
They can't get you. Oh yeah, no, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah. What? How much is membership? Is it monthly?
I think it's like $10 a month. Yeah.
Oh wow. Damn.
Something like that.
$120 a year. That's how they get you.
That's how they get you for pixels and
yeah.
Bit of serotonin, baby.
So I've been playing some games as well. You might be aware. We were talking about it. So the first one, I played all I could until I had to pay for it, of the new Doctor Who mobile game, Doctor Who and the Lonely Assassins, which is like a mystery searching for clues game. So the entire interface is built out like a mobile phone, and like you've been given this mobile phone, and then you get a call from Oswald, who's one of the scientists for, I was going to say AIM, but AIM is Marvel. Unit 6, I think that's Doctor Who. Do you watch Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Is it Unit 6?
I've only watched the episode, like seasons 5 till 7.
Okay.
Like Matt Smith is.
Yeah, I think this character came in with Capaldi. I knew her. And essentially, she's like, it's this weird mystery thing where you've been handed this phone. She thinks the doctor has given you this phone. And she's on the hunt for this person called Lawrence, whose phone it actually is. And you have to search through this person's phone to like get information, but information's been corrupted by like time anomalies. It's, if you're sitting there going, man, this game sounds pretty boring, you'd be correct. It fucking sucks. It's like, hey, did you ever want to know what it's like to be like a forensic computer scientist is? That's what this game is. You go through photos and then but it's also boring because it's just like using your actual phone, except for this little yellow button lights up and that tells you that what you need to do. That tells you, yeah, you need to scan this page. So like you're not even paying attention, you're just randomly clicking and scrolling and going,
right, okay,
there's the yellow thing, scan this, send it to the other person, and then you get this weird text conversation where they send like 6 messages, not all at once. You get like the little bouncing dot to create authenticity, and then you get a couple of text options to respond with, and then that goes on for way too long. But by the time you get to the part where it's the end of the first chapter. You still don't know what's happened, but the icon for the game is a weeping angel. So,
well, that's cool. I like weeping angels.
Yeah, and that's why I was interested. I was like, okay, a video game about weeping angels and they're your friend and they're abducting people through their phones. That sounds pretty cool. And so I'm assuming that's the mystery. I haven't actually checked to see how much it costs. Let me open up this app, see how much it costs to actually pay for it.
It's free at the start by the looks of it, but then
which is
purchases. Let's have a look.
Yeah, so I've played through all of the free stuff.
$6.
I would not bet $6 that the rest of that game's any good. I would not be going to jail for that game. Do not pirate it. So that's one of the games I've been playing. Like, it's not even. I was going to say it's not even like
people go to jail for pirating games. Is that like a thing?
No.
Like, I hear of it. Like, I hear it's a threat, but it's like, I don't know.
No, you just have to pay if this ROM guy, if the biggest ROM website in the world didn't go to jail and he just owes Nintendo $50 every month.
Yeah, then everyone will be fine.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to jail. And now knowing about this case, it just kind of seems like, I don't think piracy is a crime anymore. I think it's just like a subscription if you get caught.
You wouldn't steal a car, but I would absolutely download Super Mario for the Game Boy. Absolutely.
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
Why wouldn't you? Yeah.
It's a great game.
I'll pay not even 10 minutes, and then I'll go. That's all I needed from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other game I've been playing, I'm about an hour into it, is the original Psychonauts. I'm playing through that. Have you played it?
Not really. I was saying I've watched a friend play it for a while, but never really played it.
Such a cool concept. Because I didn't realize how like you go into people's brains and you're like fighting. Essentially, it's kind of like mental health, the game.
Okay.
Where like you're going in and getting rid of like traumatic
depression.
Episodes or something, of, and like you're fighting through people's memories. So like the opening tutorial level, you're playing through the army sergeant's like war-torn memory or something like that.
Hell yeah.
And like the collectibles are baggage. It's like everyone has baggage. Find them.
That's cool.
You gotta.
I like that.
And it's kind of like, so there'll be like a case that's crying, like a luggage trunk that's crying, and then you have to find the luggage tag, and then that's how you collect them.
Damn.
It's just like a 3D platform. It's kind of like a Mario game, but it has the worst fucking character designs in the world. I hate it. It reminds me of that weird era of Nickelodeon cartoons where everything just kind of looked like Courage the Cowardly Dog-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Everything just kind of looks
not as good.
As good. It's just off-putting to look at. Like, I don't like I hate the look of all of the. It looks like I'm playing through. Yeah, it looks like I'm playing through like a Nickelodeon cartoon from around that time, and like they have these. Have you Googled a picture? I need help describing.
I have. It looks fucked.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's like, and like the bully is like this thin blue dude with a massive red hair and like teeth that come out further than like the entire width of his body. And he has a lisp and tells you that he's going to kill you a bunch of times. It's a baffling game. I'm looking forward to playing the rest of it because this is my review 1 hour in. As to be expected, some of the mechanics are kind of broken.
And they're making a number 2 by the looks of it.
Yes, and that's coming out later soon. This month. So that's why I'm playing through this one, so I can play through number 2 as well. Into an old compare and or contrast.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah, so that's been Psychonauts so far. I'd say it's worth getting in jail for. I reckon it's pretty fun. If you've got an Xbox and you got Game Pass, it's on there. So it's a good little deal. But no, that's pretty much all we've got time for tonight, Mr.
Cool.
Elliot.
No problem.
Elliot Stewart.
Thanks for having me.
No worries.
Fun at your gig.
I will. Yes.
You said you're doing a gig later tonight? Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm off to a gig. And do you have anything to plug? I mean, you don't have any gigs, but
I absolutely don't. This has been a highlight of my week. Thanks for having me.
No worries, man. We like to keep people positive down
absolutely.
Give them in a good mood, something to look forward to. Just the Queenslanders, giving a hand up, not a handout.
Of course.
But no, yeah. So yeah, you're not Twitch streaming.
Not really. Specify. Yeah, add me on Instagram, Elliot9, and yeah, look me up on Facey.
Find him. Send a request. Give him a like. Give him a follow. He's very funny.
I'll reply.
Yeah.
All right.
It's got nothing else going on.
Add me on RuneScape. UIM Elliot, or LO actually. UIM LO. Nice.
Good. Okay. Hopefully, let me know. I'm interested to know if you get any friends off of this.
That'd be
Please
lit.
let me know. That'd
be so funny. That'd be sweet.
As always, Plix with me, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter is all at Be a Battered Boy. The tickets are now on sale for the live D&D show that I'm doing. And I'll keep people posted on ticket sales for the just the trial show as well, just live stand up. What's all this then? But besides that, any last words, Elliot?
No, thanks for having me. I've had a lot of fun.
No worries. Thank you for coming along. Okay, so until next time, keep gaming that system.